Today is expected to be one of the worst days to be on the road and also one of the busiest days for air travel.
The weather, especially to our south, is causing some travel issues. NBC's Marissa Para is in a rainy Pompano Beach, Florida, with more on what's happening.
Well, you can imagine this weather certainly isn't helping anything, especially on a day that is supposed to be one of the busiest travel days when it comes to the roads. But we also know that air travel is still up in ways that we haven't seen even since before the pandemic. And so we know Miami International Airport is an example of one that set record numbers this weekend, but they are also seeing delays. In fact, when we look at what's called the misery map on FlightAware, which shows us who is leading when it comes to current delays or cancellations, Miami is leading the board. We also know South Florida as a whole is leading the board. But when we talk about travelers, it's not just, of course, air travel. In fact, we know the majority of travelers take to the roads. 115 million of them expected to do that across the holiday weekend and the holiday period in general. But we actually heard from AAA they're expecting a record number of Florida drivers throughout the holiday season. So my best advice is if you're taking to the roads today, which again is supposed to be one of the busiest days, that's from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. So leave before or after that. And if you do have to travel during that time, maybe get an extra strong coffee, pack a really nice podcast, because if this weather is any indication, you're not only going to be sharing the road with a lot of drivers who would have already been there and maybe some people commuting to and from work, you're also going to be dealing with some pretty nasty weather if you're in parts like South Florida, other parts of the East Coast like we are right now.
Marissa Para reporting.